Hey guys, welcome back to the Vera project. So today I'm going to go ahead and show you how to actually add a bit and work a 18 volt router. Got a lot of users asking how to go ahead and add the bit, how to adjust the height, and that's what I'm looking to go ahead and show you today and see how that goes. Alright, so to start, what I wanted to do is show you all the different types of bits that you can get for a router. So this box here runs about $100 online on Home Depot. You can get a similar one on Wish for about half the price, and they also sell it on Amazon. So I'm gonna go ahead and include those links afterwards for you guys to decide which one you would like to purchase. And then this is the 18 volt router that I got a few days ago, and the reason I got the 18 volt one is because I did have a plugged in one, but the cord kept getting in the way. So I decided, hey, let me go ahead and get myself the 18 volt version of this, so it's much easier for me to maneuver and go that route. I'm also going to show you how to adjust the depth and how to go ahead and install a bit. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I chose the bit out of the arsenal of the bits that we have. Okay, and what you're going to want to do is, there's a button here, right, that what happens is, this is currently turning, but when you hit this button, it's going to lock. It's going to lock the turning mechanism in here for you to go ahead and release the pressure that's being put on in order for you to go ahead and place the bit. Okay, as you see here, I'm able to place the bit, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to use the wrench and you're going to place it in here. Let's see how I can show you better. You're going to place it in here and you're going to tighten the nut that's in here. Right? You can do it from either this side or you can do it from this side. I mean, well, either one. Yes, there's a little bit of a slit here that you can do it from here as well. Okay. See how it locks there? So, person was asking me, how do you adjust the depth? So, the nice thing about this one here, that it has the ability to adjust depth here. But in order for you to do that, what you need to do is you need to go ahead and unlock the depth here. So there's a clamp here that you open up, you lift this up, and then you can adjust, right, where you want that depth to be. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you want to make sure that this is set to 0. If it's not set to 0, what you're going to do is you're going to open this clamp, you're going to press here. See, you can move this up and down. You're going to set this to 0 and then flush this all the way down and let it lock. Okay, once it's locked in, you can go ahead and start increasing the height. As you see here, it's starting to move a little bit. Let me show you a little bit more. Okay, what that is doing is it's shifting this gray part here up and down. Okay, and it sets the depth on how much you want to go ahead and cut on the wood. Okay, I'm gonna set mine to 0, and whenever you're happy with it, what you do is you lock it. So what you want to do is, with this flap open, okay, what you notice here is that there's a gap between the plexiglass is here and the bit, and as you see here, when I place it here, you notice that it's not really how I want it to cut. What I want to do is, I want to make sure that the plexiglass is even to the wood and the router. Right now there's a gap, okay? And what I'm going to try to do is reduce that. And how do you do that? You do that by start rotating this. Now there's arrows here that you can move this gray area down and up, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start moving it up so I can go ahead and decrease the amount of space that's there, right? So let's say it looks pretty good. Let's say you're happy with that. What you're going to do is you're going to lock it. When you lock that, you're not going to be able to move this up and down because it locks the ability to do that, right? So when you look at it against the wood, you're going to notice that that gap is gone, pretty much. And that's what you want. You want to reduce as much of that gap as possible so it goes ahead and it's nice and smooth. The other thing is you want to pay attention to is this little wheel that's here. That's kind of like a guide so you don't go too far into the wood. So what that'll do is that'll stop it when you start grinding and using the router. It's going to stop right there from going any further into the wood this way. Alright, so here we go. The on button's here. See that? So that wheel, like I was telling you about, it stopped in this area. So it went ahead and gave you, it wouldn't let it cut further than that, as you see. This was just a mistake on my end, but as you notice that, it looks pretty nice overall. So I hope you like, you know, this router here, the 18 volt one. It's definitely worth the price, and you don't have to deal with that cable that's constantly, you know, getting stuck on the table or around the piece of wood that you're working on. So things like that to keep in mind. And if you have any comments, go ahead and place it below the video, and I'll see you next time, and go ahead and subscribe.